KCP Soniqs. This will be fun because KCP. We got to talk about their rise and then their kind of simmer out, and then the Soniqs, who have just added T-Corel, and they're looking pretty solid.
Oh yeah, they are. They are looking really good too. I mean, this like it feels like with T. Corral added to this roster that this team has been able to get so much more freedom on offense. I felt like they were playing a lot like more reserved, more further back, and then now you have the addition. And then, I mean, they've been getting a lot of additions too. You see J. Russ now with the new Sonics esports decal, so that's very neat. But in terms of the play style for them, they've been able to move up a lot more. J. Russ and T. Corral can create opportunities, and you see Shock can just manage everything in the middle and really make some nice controlled plays for Sonics on offense. The offense has been much better, but same can be said for KCP as Beast Mode will pick up the first goal of the series.
Yeah, Beast Mode has been the difference maker for the Kansas City Pioneers. We've said it time and time again how important he has been to their rise to prominence, at least throughout the fall. In the winter, as Leaf mentioned, they kind of plateaued. They didn't have the explosive start to the winter that everybody would have expected given their fall placements. But we'll have a new year to look forward to at the other side of this event. And maybe there's still time yet for the Pioneers to make a big run in the winter split.
Oh man, Rapid in that corner. Just trying to get that touch out. A lot of people don't necessarily talk about.
Oh, what happened here?
Yeah.
Did Shock just like blink and he missed it?
Let's see. He didn't get bumped.
This shot just comes out and Shock's like, oh, I wonder if he expected J-Russ was somehow going to get to that. Because Shock just turns in like, all right, I'm ready to go down. Oh, wait, ball. Right. Forgot about that. Kind of important.
You know, it's early in the morning.
I guess.
Honestly, okay, I gotta stop. I have to get off Shock. Last time I casted Shock, I ended up calling the fact that like he missed the net for like 2 games straight, and afterwards I talked to him. He let me have it. So I'm gonna leave Shock. I'm gonna leave Shock.
Well, wait. So, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I just said I was like, yeah, guys, did you watch that series I did today? He was like, yeah, I watched it. I watched it. I just said that he couldn't hit the ball. I mean, he couldn't. He needed to hit the ball there too. But
right? Yeah. Imagine getting upset when somebody says you can't hit the ball when you weren't hitting the ball. Shock just got back for this, as Beast Mode couldn't put it home. Rapid now up against T. Corral. Memory and opportunity, and J. Russ can hit the ball. He swats it right downfield.
He did get a double tap right after.
So, oh, see, there you go.
Yeah, it was fine. It was fine. Seeing this start off already, KC Pioneers starting to move downfield, beast mode. I think a lot of eyes, even still to this day, are on beast mode and how he's able to fit into the KCP roster. Right, in days where he's off, you see the team kind of feeling a little low, but that you've seen Memory and Rapid just step up more because I think a lot of people understood that a lot of offense ended up relying on beast mode as performance, but he just can't consistently do it all on his own. And I think that's where his teammates really have started to help out more.
J. Russ, for all the good that beast mode has done for the Kansas City Pioneers, J. Russ has been that guy for the Susquehanna Sonics all season long. Shock making the stop up by the corner of the goal. Tight angle cut off again, but beast mode is right over it again, and T. Corral this time bailing out J. Russ, who only had 20 boosts to go up for that ball. Now Shock, he can stay with this play too. Yeah, I feel like Shock is one of those players, Daz, that sometimes he needs somebody to kind of talk about him in a negative light to just kind of motivate him. And he's like one of those guys, like a basketball player, and you say, hey, why don't you make a shot? And then he'll tell you something that we probably can't repeat over the airwaves. And then he'll go make shot after shot.
There's one thing I've learned is to never call out players. Well, actually, I probably should call out players more. Like, I think in terms of like the past couple months, every time I've called out someone, they just pop off. I don't know, it's weird, but I'll take it.
All right, well, who do you want to pop off here?
Okay, it's not. That's just not how that. I just don't think it works like that.
Okay.
I genuinely don't. But with a minute 10 left here, right now KCP, they've honestly just been kind of dominating the game. Right, they've up by 2. honestly, we haven't seen any offense here from Sonics whatsoever. I mean, they've had a couple of little drives, but for the most part, it's been pretty one-sided. And let's continue to do so. KCP are trying to run out the clock here, also extend their score line. And for the Sonics, a lot of work is going to have to be done, at least, being able to clear the ball out of their own territory. KCP, though, I mean, we've seen this in multiple series. We saw this in the Winter Regional as well. They know how to keep pressure on a team. And it's really, a lot of teams try to play the counterattack against them. You see Sonics do so there. That's why you get that close chance. But that offensive pressure is something to note from KC Pioneers. They can play the entire game on your own half and maybe not even come up with a goal, but they'll just keep the ball there for the whole game.
A rapid in time-wasting mode. Final 10 seconds. Looks like the Pioneers will indeed hold on here in game number 1, looking to throw a shutout in the opening game of their series. Our first series goes the distance, going all 7 games. And we've got a good one brewing here as the Kansas City Pioneers make a statement in game 1.
Yeah, very well done for KCP. They played the entire match pretty much on the Sonics half. Only 2 shots coming out from the Sonics at all. As, you see those numbers, 14 from KC Pioneers. I don't know what's more impressive, the fact that they put on 14 shots, or the fact that they only got 2 goals out of it. That's insane.
They didn't force the Sonics to make a ton of saves. There were a lot of shots that rang off the post, off the crossbar, a little bit above the bar. A lot of stuff that were near misses for the Pioneers. And yes, after all of that, only the 2 goals, but more importantly, 1 win. They will take it as we go into game 2. And the Susquehanna Sonics have to go back to the drawing board because whatever they tried in game 1 clearly did not work.
I mean, they really couldn't try much, right? They were stuck playing defense the entire game.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of saves from them. Clear's got to be a little bit better, and honestly, they just need to be able to break out and set up some more here on the offensive end. I could not imagine playing against this KC Pioneers team, though. Having just the ball in your half and you're just playing defense all game long, that's got to be draining. But that's why we have this best-of-7 series, so Sonics can make some adjustments here. KCP will end up taking game 1, but Forbidden Temple loaded up as game 2 goes underway.
Well, Memory's going to have forever and a day to play this ball. Shock's not going to get there for it, but J. Russ does, and this actually might be as much offense at the start of a game that we've seen out of the Susquehanna Sonics. Maybe all that we see for the entire series as KC back on the attack. Rapid couldn't get by Shock, and T. Carell will play it right out to J. Russ. Good opportunity now for the Sonics. Shock coming on, and the former RLCS MVP shot denied by Memory.
You just got to keep living in there. Should we call like Torment former RLCS like MVP when he plays?
Sure, why not?
Like
we've already seen Chrome play. We might as well live in the past.
No.
When are we gonna see? Are we gonna see Rogue break out Corrupted G? Can we get Gabe on the field for a game?
Honestly,
or 7?
I would like
I think he's still got it.
That'd be fun. That means Gabe. That's what you gave in a while. But seeing, I mean, as much as we can talk about coaches, and even these 2 teams have their respective coaches. JG7 on the KC Pioneers and Rolled this for the Susquehanna Sonics. The impact that coaches have been having over the course of the season. I remember there was a time where we had no coaches, and now everyone's just trying to figure out who's coaching what roster, who's doing what for their team, and there's an entire conversation based off of that. It really does show how the whole overall RL esports ecosystem has grown, and we're seeing more and more things be added, and teams starting to level up here as time goes on. It's been definitely interesting to watch. So is this game, honestly. This has been the most offense we've seen from the Sonics as we jump back into it. I mean, especially compared to game 1, they've done a great job of keeping KCP out of their half, and they're also trying to, create some plays of themselves. They've also stopped the bleeding, so to speak. KCP have not been able to score, at least in the first half of this game, and looks to do so as well as we're approaching the midway point.
J. Russ going right down the middle, challenging beast mode. Tried to create a rebound opportunity for the Sonics. T. Carell to keep the play alive, as is Shock out of the corner for J. Russ. And Memory is right there, catching and not allowing any second or third chance opportunities for Susquehanna. As Kansas City not able to get off to the quick start that they had in game one, but they've had the pressure. Opportunity for Rapid, couldn't get it under the bar, and then played it away from Memory. Golden opportunity now for the Soniqs in transition. Memory's got to have this and does so out to the corner.
Now 2 minutes left in gameplay here. We're seeing KCP actually get a little bit of offense going, but now ball back into their own half, and Soniqs are knocking at the door. JRS will be like last back here, had to be careful. Beast Mode was hunting. It was a little subtle. You saw him just that burst of speed right after he landed. He was looking for the demo, forcing JRS up. But Soniqs able to quickly counterattack, and they're even starting to put some shots on that KCP net.
Rapid across, dealing with T. Corral. Here's J-Russ. This is dangerous stuff because it's J-Russ and Shock on the attack. Shock had to avoid Rapid coming in from behind looking for a demo, and now will be Rapid. Try to go past T. Corral, and boy, Corral had him read all the way. Oh, opportunity now, though. Beast Mode out to Memory, and T. Corral read that like a book, too. J-Russ, it was open, but he didn't have enough pace, and Beast Mode's able to get back just in the nick of time.
Oh man, Soniqs now looking to see if they can create something here in the final minute of gameplay. It's been a tight one. They've definitely been able to make the adjustments overall, and they are looking a lot better here in the series. But it's still anybody's ball game, as that's Memory with the high ball, no one able to follow it up. And J-Russ will end up playing it to the side. Oh, that's a lot of speed. That's on target. J-Russ will pick up the first goal of the game and give Soniqs the lead.
Well, it took them a long time, almost 10 minutes of gameplay to get a goal, but this one counts even more. They get the opening goal of game 2 in the last 39 seconds. J-Russ, I think the Pioneers are starting to feel a little comfortable, and J-Russ there to remind them, no way. Shock looking to put it away as well, and Rapids there for the stop. Now they got to make this lead hold up. 25 seconds. Shock, good challenge on Beast Mode, but Memory can hit Rapid with an outlet pass, and didn't get it exactly where he needed to, but it may be good enough. Beast Mode to tie the game, and it's off the crossbar.
Off the bar, that was probably KCP's best chance. Now they're going to try again here in the final 10. Ball will bounce out. Will Beast Mode be able to get a piece of it? T. Corral trying to slow things down. That clear from J-Russ, it might be what does it. Memory wants to keep it up, but J-Russ will knock it down, and Soniqs respond and tie up the series in game 2.
Well, better late than never. They get that goal very late in game 2, and we've got a series on our hands. Back-to-back shutouts, one for the Pioneers, one for the Soniqs, though this one didn't look as one-sided as the Pioneers win in that opening game. One thing that we can take away from it, though, Daz, 7 more shots this time compared to game 1 for the Susquehanna Soniqs. They finally got the offense turned up, and they finally break through against the KC defense.
Yeah, and I mean, not only that, but they found a way to shut down the KCP offense, especially, right? KC Pioneers had 14 shots in game 1.
Yeah.
And I mean, they only ended up able to come out with 2 goals, but they got completely shut out here in game 2. And then the Soniqs were able to score late at a crucial moment in the game clock in order to just kind of secure that Forbidden Temple matchup. So now we move on to game 3 here in the series. And honestly, what I'm seeing from the Soniqs is, okay, we found that formula, we found that recipe for success. This series now starts to open up, and honestly, it's anyone's for the taking. KCP, they have to start converting when they're on the offensive end. That's been something big for them, both not only in this series, but overall, even in the past regional, they struggle to convert despite all the pressure that they've had. Meanwhile, the Soniqs, they kind of have to expand on the offense that they were able to create, and honestly try to see if they can just create some chances on the drives, maybe give a couple of demos, be more effective on offense.
Oh, T. Corral dancing through the air, almost got that down under the bar, and that has been the bane of everybody's existence in this series. This could be a much higher scoring series if the crossbar were like half a car length higher. There have been so many shots that have just clanged off the frame of the goal. And the defenses on either side, I mean, yeah, they're having to put in a lot of work, but they've been bailed out. T. Corral's going to have an opportunity after the Pioneers got tangled up. Is that a triple out of T. Corral?
Oh my goodness. T. Corral, let's count it. 1, No, it was just a double. It's
No,
just a double.
That was triple.
That was
What are you
not a
talking about?
triple.
He threw it to the back wall. He jumped up, hit it off the back wall again, and then hit it
Do
into
you
the
know
net.
what a double tap is?
Yes.
Right.
That's totally 3 touches. Somebody back me up in chat. Chat
Oh
is
my
my source for
goodness.
everything.
Oh my goodness. What's wrong with you?
Are you not counting the touch from the ground? You gotta be kidding me.
No, you don't. What?
Why not?
Because that's not how that works.
I love triggering you. This is great.
Oh my god, I'm gonna scream.
Are you having fun, Dazerin?
A little bit. That being said, though, it was still a nice goal from T. Carell. And it looks like Soniqs may even be able to get another. No, the touch from JRS is a little off, so that one will go through. Listen, okay, I'm not gonna give you like a mechanics tutorial in the middle of the series. Like,
Hey, it was pretty. That's what matters. It's got Soniqs up game 3 here. This has been a weird series. I mean, we've had 2 shutouts to start things off, 2 very different games. T. Carell's going to stay with this play. Okay. Okay, T. Carell.
I'm mad that you actually started an argument in the Twitch chat about this. Like, there are people who genuinely believe that that was a... Okay.
Welcome to Beyond the Summit, everybody. If you expected absolute, super serious RLCS commentary, tune in next year. Here's T. Carell for Shock. Looking to set up J. Russ as he's way back in his own zone, and Memory should be able to take over, but Shock is all over that. It has been pretty sloppy on both sides for the Soniqs and Pioneers. Both teams trying to survive this opening series.
Oh, that's off the back wall. And Memory able to get a shot. See, if we were going by chat logic for those who are calling it a triple, that would have been a double tap for Memory. You see how that doesn't make sense? Okay, I just wanted to explain that because I needed to. I needed to bring some sense back into the viewership here. Okay, clear out now for Memory. He's going to try to push that downfield. And you're starting to see KCP, though, at least, show some signs. Memory trying to get a demo on the other half of the field, just trying to throw off that KC Pioneers defense. As that one goes back in the midfield. And yet still, we haven't seen a goal from KC Pioneers after all that offense. Oh, that was a top corner shot. Forcing Memory to get up there to put a hand up to make the save.
Out of the corner, beast mode. Big clear downfield. Rapid on his horse to try and catch up to it. And he had T. Carell red. Drop one down in front for Memory, but he just couldn't get on top of the shot. That's going to sail high on him. And, very important for beast mode to deny that boost from T. Carell. And should be possession for the Pioneers. They're bringing another one downfield. And Shock able to line that one up off the attempt for Memory. Now back the other way towards the Pioneers net. And Memory had to get there in a hurry. Final minute. Pioneers kind of reverting back to their game 1 ways, or game 2 rather, as the Susquehanna Soniqs get a missile out of T. Carell.
Oh man, what a read. That actually was a pinch. That was a pinch. Shot gets the assist on that. What?
Are we sure? Chat, was that a pinch?
What? Stop asking chat. People are tweeting at me. I don't know what you were thinking, but Stax is right. It was clearly a triple. He hit it off the ground.
Hey, you know what? If they're arguing about that, they're not talking about drops. 30 seconds left as we close out game 3. Susquehanna Soniqs well in the driver's seat here, looking to take a 2-1 lead in this series. Again, a best of 7 all throughout the group stage, all throughout the whole tournament. So this will drop down for Rapid. The only question will be, can they at least avoid the shutout? Memory? No. Denied by Shock. That was the Pioneers' chance if they were going to get an opportunity at a kickoff goal to tie. They were denied, and the Susquehanna Soniqs have played 10 minutes of perfect Rocket League.
Yeah, look at that. 2 shutouts on KCP despite that opening pressure. Soniqs seem to have KC Pioneers' number. This team went from 14 shots to 3. And Soniqs are turning the tables around with 9, at least in this particular game here. Looking forward to the rest of the series here. I mean, The fact that Casey, like this offense and this possession was able to turn around so quickly is just unbelievable to me. And for Sonics, I mean, at this point, if it's not broken, don't fix it. It's up to KC Pioneers to be able to adapt to this team over the course of the series, and we'll see what changes they'll make, if any.
Yeah, the Susquehanna Sonics, look, it has not been a high scoring series for either of these teams. They are kind of in a war of attrition as both teams battle with very low score lines. 2-0 for the Pioneers in game one, 2-0 for the Sonics in that last game with a 1-0 victory for Susquehanna thrown in there in between. And, Shock has been fairly quiet, but he's been the playmaker for the Susquehanna Sonics. We'll see if that changes, because if Shock starts going off, boy, I do not like the Pioneers' chances going forward in the series.
Yeah, I think for me, oh my God, so
They're
there are
still
polls
going.
about this.
They're still going.
This
I
is
love it.
actually
Do
wild.
we have a Do we have a Twitter poll?
There is a Twitter poll.
Oh, beautiful!
Oh,
Absolutely
okay.
beautiful.
Okay.
Let's go, Team Triple.
T. Corral liked the post. He's mid-series right now. That's probably why we have like a technical like pause. Like, wait, hold on, I need to see this on Twitter.
Can we get T. Corral just in here right now, like mid game? Just tell us, like, hey, T. Corral, what do you think? Do you want us to call that a triple or a double?
I think I can message him right now and find out.
Well, I'm sure you can. It's not like he's playing right now.
That's true.
I think he's waiting to clear this up just for us. Oh, never mind. He's playing.
Okay, I'm not gonna message him. There again.
Oh my goodness, these casters are distracting the players while they play. So unprofessional. J-Russ trying to drop one down for the man of the hour, T. Corral, but that's going to be popped away by Beast Mode.
Shock, looking for that one in front. This one will go into the corner here for KC Pioneers. And Sonics still picking up where they left off, still getting that offensive pressure going. And KC Pioneers, maybe they'll be able to come out with one this game, but it's got to be frustrating for them not being able to commit on offense. Shock looking for a follow-up goal. T. Corral looking for the top corner, but Beast Mode is there.
Rapid got a second there, but it's going to be all Memory trying to beat J-Russ, and he does! A single tap goal for Memory, and it's 1-0 Pioneers.
I'm not. This is gonna be like what I hear all day today. I could tell. Oh my goodness. Nice touch from Memory. And KCP finally get a goal. They haven't been able to score 2 games, but they start things off on the right foot here.
Are you okay over there? You're shocked. Oh, Rapid had to go into the back of the goal and still came out to make the stop. He's got a savior medal already, just over a minute gone by in game 4. Now Beast Mode. Oh, stopped by T. Corral. Shock, full tank of boost as he gets by Memory, only for a moment. Great job by Memory to stay with the play. T. Corral has made this a little difficult. And Shock just watches that one go right over top. He's not able to find that angle coming off the side, but he did get a demolition on Beast Mode. Consolation prize for the Sonics on that very short-lived attack.
T. Corral kind of playing that one towards himself. Sonic still trying to get some footing downfield. Beast Mode. Yeah, man. KCP. Now that they have this 1-goal lead, you can start to see them definitely get a little bit more in front of Sonics, just in their faces on the offense. Things move downfield. Rapid looking for a shot, and then, wow, he'll find it. KC Pioneers with a 2-goal lead.
This count as a turtle goal? Okay. Sure, I guess. Sure, you know what? We'll take it. 2-0 Pioneers as they jump ahead. Just like in game 1, that was the scoreline there. Every game so far has been a shutout. Sonics have got to get some offense going here. They cannot afford a repeat of game 1.
Touch out. Sonics Sonics still applying pressure, but the shots that they're putting on just not threatening enough, and KCP have been able to kind of clear things away. Wait, that's it.
Well, that's how you break up a shutout. J Russ all the way downfield, just long range, sniper, bomb, 2-1. Sonics right back in business.
Sonics at a decent time too in game. 2 minutes, 22 seconds left. And they're only down by 1 here. They end up just catching KCP out. And I think, you know, for Kansas City Pioneers, they were trying to go back to that aggressive offensive pace, but that left no one home. So a wide open net for Sonics. As we hit that 2-minute mark, they're still battling things out, but they're able to get some of these clears downfield. You see a little bit of confusion there. I think someone was trying to go for a demo. But Beast Mode immediately got rid of the ball, and KCP got back on offense.
Memory tried to add to this lead. That's awkward off of J Russ, and Beast Mode had to go off the crossbar. T. Carell just got a piece of that shot, and it keeps the Sonics within 1. T. Carell over top of Rapid. Shock to tie. It's off the frame of the goal. And back the other way go the Pioneers. Boy, they got away with one. Now Rapid just launching one back into the zone. And that's all the Pioneers have been doing for the past about minute and a half. Not applying a ton of pressure to the Sonics. That demo on Shock will certainly help. But Rapid turned away at the last moment. As you saw, J-Russ had the big clear downfield. Could be T. Carell's ball, but he waited an extra moment. I wonder if he was communicating with Shock and just took too long to commit. Oh, big demo, and T. Carell still made the save. Memory still looking for one more, and that plays away from Rapid. Beast Mode will score, and the Pioneers back up by 2.
Yeah, Memory here just kind of taking his time, and it's the soft touch out that leaves Beast Mode a shot, and he's just watching the defense, seeing where their position, finds the right opportunity to slot it through for the KC Pioneers, giving them a 2-goal lead as they do look to tie up the series.
So J. Russ will try to start the comeback bid for the Susquehanna Sonics. Down 2 goals. Again, we've seen a lot of crazy things already in this tournament. We're only a match and a half in. Kept in by J. Russ. Down to 35 seconds. Beast Mode clear through the middle. And there is nobody there for the Sonics. Hit it where they ain't. Perfectly done. As the Pioneers looking to close this one out and tie up the series. Looking like another series, Daz, that we could be in here for the long haul.
Absolutely. I am, though, really impressed with just the way KC Pioneers have been able to battle back. I mean, they were shut out for 2 games and not able to get too much offense going. But it seems as though, you know, they ended up making, you know, the necessary adjustments. And Sonics kind of fell flat this time. They did pick up 1 goal, but just not enough. KC Pioneers tie up the series in Game 4.
3 goals out of Beast Mode in the series so far. That leads all scorers as the Kansas City Pioneers turn things around against the Susquehanna Sonics. This has been a very bizarre series. We often see it as, you know, a series will take on kind of a life of its own, always changing, always evolving, and teams seem to be making adjustments 1 game at a time. No 2 games have been all that similar as we've gone through these first 4.
Yeah, you know, Game 1 started off KC Pioneers pressure. Game 2 was the Sonics, okay, we're adapting here. We're slowing down that pressure. Then Game 3 was just, okay, now that that's gone, we're going to start doing things of our own. And then KC Pioneers decided, okay, we need to take this series back before it gets too out of hand. And they ended up doing so here. So now you see this, this series kind of open up just a little bit more here because teams are starting to honestly just pay attention to each other. And I mean, man, I honestly thought Sonics would have had the series based on how they performed in Game 3, but KC Pioneers don't give up yet. They still are able to open things up. They made the defense from the Sonics look very sloppy on some of those offensive drives. And I mean, we kind of saw some really fancy play, especially for Memory when he ended up getting that touch out to Beast Mode. Just ever so slightly, those soft touches are starting to really make a difference there. You saw Shot go for the double, but not enough yet as Sonics looking for an early start here. This best of 7 has opened up as the series is tied 2-2.
J-Russ and Shock trying to start things off for the Sonics. T-Corell's shot is blocked by just about the entire Kansas City defense. So they continue to battle back and forth. Tied up 2 games apiece in game 5. Memory as J-Russ chasing him down, and J-Russ had the corner boost stolen. Oh, what a save by T-Corell. Rapid denied by J-Russ too. The Sonics defense doing literally exactly enough to keep KC off the board.
Look at that. Beast Mode goes for the ball. He thinks he has a free touch to be able to create some space there in the air. Gets immediately demoed and taken out here from T-Corell. That's that, you know, extra offense, or just at least extra aggressiveness that T-Corell adds to the Sonics. Meanwhile, Rapid going for a double, but it will be blocked out. That one was from Shock, I believe. There's a lot of shots are getting put on here. Memory even gets one, and T-Corell get credit for the save. J-Russ will finally be able to give the Sonics some breathing room.
T-Corell there to meet Rapid. This will bounce right out to J-Russ. Going up top, and that should be cleared away. It is Rapid right on target, and T-Corell had to stay back for it. T-Corell, very early savior medal as well. We've seen that's kind of a theme. We've got, what, did we almost have a Rule 1 there? Did they break it in this of all events? T-Corell's going to get a goal out of this, and the Sonics are on top.
Yeah, I think that was J-Russ that ended up messing that one up. But I mean, I don't think they like to do that stuff anyways. I don't think the Sonics are that type of team. Yeah, that's usually for, you know, the SSG and RGs where everyone kind of gets the pitchforks going for the Rule 1s or Rule 2s or whatever you want to call it. We're not doing another argument here. I already had to tell everybody.
Why not? We should have another argument. Chat, is it Rule 1 or is it Rule 2?
Just stop. Like, no. Nope. Stepping away from it. Jumping back into the game.
That's fine. The damage has already been done.
I hate him. He just panders to chat. He did it last night in CRL. He's doing it today. Like, I'm gonna scream. Why do you guys let chat get away with so much? I don't understand.
I don't know what you have against chat. Like, they did nothing wrong. As has Shock. He is on the board here, getting, I believe, his first goal of the series. 2-0 now to the Susquehanna Sonics. They seem to have finally turned the corner here against the Pioneers, starting to run away with Game 5.
They are. You know, just looking at it, a lot has to do with midfield challenges. They've gotten some great ones, and then they've been able to follow it up very well. And you see KCP kind of get stuck or caught out there because they think that they have a good push, but then someone from the Sonics comes in and intercepts or interrupts, and then it's just an immediate follow-up into a goal-scoring opportunity. And I think, honestly, shutting down KCP when they're in transition is one of the changes Sonics making. That being said, that's a double commit in front of the box, and Sonics can push this the other way.
Oh, J-Russ threatening to just waterfall one down, but now it's going to be T-Corell. It is all Sonics here in Game 5. T-Corell trying to get through 2 defenders. A little more ambitious than anything else, but this ball is served right up on a silver platter. T-Corell denied by Memory, and he made that stop too. Memory having to stand on his head to give the Pioneers a chance.
And he's still trying, putting in just a little bit more work. You see him come through again and just get that clear out. Now Rapid has some room, but J-Russ up, so he's not going to let Rapid have any freedom to use the backboard to the advantage of KCP. Minute 20. And Sonics are, I mean, they're looking to control things. Let's see T-Corell. He's on the KCP back wall looking for a demo. That's a real aggressive positioning.
Well, when you've got a 2-goal lead and things are going as well as they have been in this game, oh, the meta got burned off the post and away. Unlucky for the Pioneers, and Beast Mode beaten out by T-Corell. Only Rapid to beat, and he does make the stop on Corell. Chance out for the Pioneers. Memory shot wide. Follow-up from Rapid is in, and the Pioneers are on the board.
Pioneers bring the game within 50 seconds left, and in Memory able to lead that charge. A good touch off the post. J-Russ had a hard time deciding whether or not that was on, and you see him get caught out, and then that follow-up shot so pristine from KCP. They need one more drive like that if they want to be able to tie this game up.
45 seconds. Rapid looking for Memory, who was trying to run down for an outlet pass. Didn't quite get to him. T. Carell intercepts, and more time will come off the clock down to 35. Shock looking to put it away. He does not. Follow up from J. Russ is saved as well.
Oh man, that'd be a clear downfield. This could be a good chance for KC Pioneers to set up. There's the pass out, but good positioning from J. Russ, good awareness to be able to knock that away. Only one more drive pretty much left here in KCP. They got to do something here. Beast Mode with the pass out. T. Carell plays it high, looking for a follow-up touch. Someone went up, but they had no chance at the ball. Pass away. Beast Mode plays it high. Is there anyone who's going to follow it up? No one can get there. It rolls away from him, and Soniqs put the series on match point.
The Susquehanna Soniqs, after dropping game 4, they turn it right back around and held a 2-goal lead for most of that game. The Pioneers at least had a chance, but it's the Pioneers of old, right? Shot after shot, out shooting the Soniqs by a significant margin, but it wasn't enough to get them across the finish line, at least in game 5, as we mentioned, as match point now for the Susquehanna Soniqs. And we saw Shock kind of wake up there. And again, we're waiting for him to just kind of put the team in his backpack and carry them, but he hasn't needed to throughout this series.
You're right. There hasn't necessarily been a need for any of that to happen, but I mean, a lot of this does end up coming down with KC Pioneers' ability to convert on offense. I mean, a lot of times the reason why you see the shot total so high is because I feel like KC Pioneers throw the ball at the net purposefully. They say, okay, we're going to put a testing shot on net, see where the defense is, and then play based off of those touches to try to set up another opportunity. It's always as if the first, the first man on the ball's job necessarily is to put something on net to kind of get the defense shaking, and then KCP try to play based off of that. It gets a lot of shot totals, and it allows you to build so much offense. But if we're not seeing anything like infield passes or anything like that, then you're kind of one-dimensional, and that's why it's so easy for defenses to hold them off.
Must-win game now for the Kansas City Pioneers. First game in Group B. Again, best of 7 as we go to Neo Tokyo. And it is J. Russ to start things off for the Soniqs. Closeout opportunity, but Beast Mode makes an early stop. And so important now for the Pioneers to get on the board early, or at least get the pressure onto the Soniqs early, because they cannot afford to play from behind like they have been for much of this series. Oh, Shock's in an awkward spot. Still got the shot off, but Rapid is there to collect. And so calmly out of the zone, but even more so is T. Carell up to the ceiling to swat that away. That throws off the Soniqs, or rather the Pioneers. It gets the Soniqs back on the attack, but here goes Rapid, looking for the double. It's off the mark, but Beast Mode's right there.
Beast Mode picking up here the first goal for KCP. And I mean, this one though, definitely give credit to Rapid. Did you see that double off the back wall? The control and the ability to put the ball that's honestly looking like it's going to bounce off the sidewall right into what looks like a backboard pass out to Beast Mode is so well done. And KCP, I mean, they earned that goal.
J. Russ now right through Beast Mode. Looking for memory too. He got him, but Rapid, last man standing, made the stop. The only one that the Soniqs couldn't account for. Now JRS out to Shock. T. Carell is head on and got one bump. Made Rapid dodge, and Shock will score to tie the game.
Good tying goal here for the Soniqs, as they want to make sure that this one, oh man, but look at the bumps there. You see T. Carell just throwing off the defense. He just says, boop, okay, one, who's back in the net? Is that Rapid? Boop. Opens up a nice lane for the Soniqs. 1-1 apiece early on. And I was getting nervous when we get into game 6s on Neo Tokyo Stax.
Could be yet another just wild shootout. 3.5 to go. Memory for T. Carell to send away. No, it's going to be J. Russ. That kind of kissed the ceiling, but still got through deep into the Pioneer zone. J. Russ couldn't keep that alive, and now here is Beast Mode. All the way through the corner. Looking to center. Got it in front, but nobody else was there. Instead, here go the Soniqs again. T. Carell has enough boost to follow this. No, he doesn't, and couldn't keep the attack alive. Shock down to J. Russ. Had a lane to shoot through, and Memory shut the door on him.
Solid chance there. Now J. Russ looking for the double, but it will be cleared away. Sonics will have to start from their own end once again. As this one looks like it's gonna just try to bounce out. 250 left, and it's been a tight game 6 so far. KCP looking to give us another game 7 today, but they have to slow down. The Sonics who are on the attack. Shock went for a top corner shot. Beast Mode able to get a solid save in net.
Shock patiently waiting, looking to set up J. Russ, who instead had to go up for the block on Beast Mode. Now T. Carell gets around Beast. This should be Memory all the way. He actually gave it right away to J. Russ, though. That is not the ball Memory was looking for. Can the Sonics capitalize? They've kind of got a new lease on life on this attack, and they haven't done anything with it. Rapid back the other way. Blocked by J. Russ. His third save of the game. As the shots have come out left and right from both sides, something we have not seen nearly enough of as this series has gone on. Rapid blocked by Shock, and Beast Mode will not have a line on it.
Now we're in minute 50. T. Carell does play it to the side, but Beast Mode is there. KC Pioneers getting a little frustrated. Sonics have been knocking at their door, so to speak. And this is going to be a drive where they want to hold on to, but Shock has other plans as he puts that one back into the KC Pioneer corner, and he's looking for some bumps as well.
And Memory had to drive around Shock. At least able to get the ball out of the corner for now. Memory popping one off the ceiling. Opportunity now for Rapid. Leaving it for Beast Mode. And Rapid was right there. I think he was looking for the redirect. Did not get there. And now down to the final minute. T. Carell looking for J. Ross, and Beast Mode. Boy, he had that one picked out way ahead of time. Good foresight. As this will drop down in front, and Rapid couldn't get there. Actually, I think Shock got a piece of it.
Oh, hold on. Beast Mode has enough boost for this. Gets it out to Memory, who will play it as a 50. And I don't think Rapid's going to pull up just yet. He's got to buy the team some time. But Sonics are moving very slowly upfield. So it'll be an easy turn for Beast Mode to keep it in play. That's going to be a good clear. That's one the Sonics needed as they try to move downfield. Pass. T. Carell. Shot blocked out from Beast Mode. Follow up from Shock. But Memory is there to get the backflip into the corner. That was intense offense from Sonics. But KC Pioneers show up on D.
Against a lesser defender, who knows what happens. Now T. Carell, crossbar, follow up from J. Russ. Both teams have been looking for those rebound opportunities, and it's the Sonics that strike with 17 seconds left.
T. Carell shot just barely off, and everybody was banking on it being on target except J. Russ, who was waiting for that right moment to slide in. Defense from KCP was shaky there, and it may have just costed them the series, as there's only 10 seconds left in gameplay.
T. Carell just trying to delay. Kansas City's got to force the issue. Time to pull the goalie. That means nobody's back to deal with this. Looking to drop the hammer, and that is going to do it. Shock delivers the final blow, and the Susquehanna Sonics hold off KCP.
They had to send the house respectively, but that meant nobody was home when Sonics came knocking. Opened that chance, and Sonics end up closing out the series in 6. No game 7 here, but KCP definitely did show, so many different signs of being able to really flip this series over into their favor. They just barely end up losing out there in the end. But overall, good work on the Sonics being able to adapt after that game 1, and they changed the tone of the series in their favor, in their own favor, put things in their hands, and made a lot of good goals along the way.
That game had, or that series had kind of a life of its own, but that was the one game in that series that felt like it was actually evenly matched. It does go to the Susquehanna Sonics. They take down the Kansas City Pioneers as we kick off group play in Group B. And when we come back, we'll break that whole series down as the Rocket League Summit continues after this.
Hello and welcome back to the RL Summit number 2. I'm Leaf alongside me, Stax and Daz. You just heard their voices. They were there before. They were just casting some matches, and now that we're partway through the day, I think it's about time to toast. Also, I found a stocking. I'm like,
oh my!
I've had this stocking. I had this stocking since I was like, I don't know, like 6 or something. So it's a little worn out here. It was actually hanging off of. I have another microphone over here, and it was hanging off that. And I realized, why not bring it over here? I want to be festive. Now it's just up to Stax
Bah,
find something
humbug.
Christmas. But now, yeah, I think it's about time to wake up. We're partway through the day. It's time to toast to some Rocket League. Listen to this. Oh, that's crispy.
Ooh!
Oh, oh, shout us the monster.
Hmm.
Stax is also left out. No
Yeah,
Christmas, no monster.
sorry, we can only make it a double. We're not allowed to have triples around here.
I
There you
just
go.
don't know. Like,
All right,
leave it alone.
Let's talk about that match. KCP, Soniqs take it in the end, but man, these guys are giving us long days today, Stax.
Boy, are they. I mean, both series going past the 5-game mark. I mean, they were tied 2-2 each series. And this one was so weird because every game felt like it was so one-sided for the winning side until that very last game. I mean, no two games were alike. And, well, it was all about survival. And T-Corel and the Soniqs did exactly that.
Yeah, Daz, I'm wondering if you're thinking now for Soniqs, if this is the magic potion or in T-Corel, you know, like this is the guy to bring them the whole way back to glory, because they had a season there where like they were popping, right, and then they just disappeared.
Well, you know, for me, I feel like, especially like looking back in the last season, I think, you know, Soniqs definitely like play a lot more kind of like defensive. At least just like that's what I ended up getting from a lot of players, like kind of talking about their old play style. And I feel like they needed a little bit more offense because players were starting to become just like, you know, you had First Killer joining the league, and you just saw just a burst of offensive pressure. G2's play style, for example, is just so in your face, and they needed a little bit more to step up to that. I think T-Corel kind of brings that to the team, brings that freedom and that offensive firepower that the squad needs overall. So yeah, I agree. This is kind of what the Soniqs needed.
Yeah, I'm worried about KCP though. Again, that was another team that rose to the ranks, because it always seems to be, for the longest time since the beginning of Rocket League esports, it's, you know, you have your top kind of 3 to 4 teams, right? And then there's always these hopefuls poking in. KCP was one of those. Soniqs a few seasons ago was one of those. Now KCP's doing that, but they're falling off. Is this the inevitability, Stacks, for teams that they're never going to always be able to be consistent at that top, or is it the inevitability is they're gonna, you know, drop back to that 5-6 kind of position?
Well, I think we're seeing the teams that, you know, had such a huge emphasis on starting out the winter split, or starting out the whole season strong. You know, they just exploded out of the gates in the fall, like the Pioneers. And this winter, we're seeing a lot of them just plateau. I don't know if it's going to be the norm, but it is a really, really long season with a finish line still not anywhere near in sight. So I'm not worried about the Pioneers yet, but boy, if this continues into the spring, yikes.
Well, we got more Rocket League coming your way. We're going to continue with the main event for a couple more matches here after this break. We're going to Alpine versus PK, if I'm looking at it correctly, and then I think a bunch of losers are taking over our spots. So good luck with that, chat. But we're going to go to a break. We'll see you back here in just a few.